Why do you think that women make less money than men?
I think because they're very underrated because they can do more, but people expect them to do less.
Once a woman gives up financial independence to a mate, it's over.
Baby, the price tag is high over here.
Gas high, groceries high, I'm high.
Why is everything so fucking expensive?
The cost of living in Ohio is getting more and more expensive each day. There is no reason why I just had to spend $600 on my electricity bill for 1 month.
There is no possible way for this angel of mine to fully pay for all of our very expensive California ass bills, but he provides for me in a million other ways.
Nobody told us that surviving adulthood will turn into a full-time financial workout. You can work hard, budget carefully, and still feel like you're losing. So let's talk about what's really happening. Check this out. No one is talking about how if you live in this economy, this day and age, and you are single and you pay all your bills yourself, don't have no help, you a badass. Because, baby, the price tag is high over here.
So I work with senior residents, right? We were playing a little like I pulled it out of my butt version of Price is Right, okay? But I took it a step further and I explained to them what the federal minimum wage is today and how it has not changed since 2009. I told them what the average cost of a movie ticket is. I also told them the average cost of a bicycle, a new pair of New Balance sneakers, and an iPhone. Their number one question was, how are people surviving? How are people living? And that it was highway robbery and that it made them really sad for mothers and people with children.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, the cost of living high as fuck. You can't even cut back to make ends meet. You just gotta start stealing. Just start stealing wherever you go. The shoe store, the grocery store. I don't know. Go to the doctor's office, steal peppermints off the counter. Just steal something. You'll feel better. The ends gonna meet. I don't know. Steal time. Bitch, clock in and go home. I don't. Just steal. Because it ain't getting no better. We at war, gas high, groceries high, I'm high. Like what's left to do? We done tried all we could do. Hell, daycare high. Shit, you can't even go to school no more. School high, like college and shit. It's just apartments high, can't buy a house, shit high, everything high.
I feel like I'm about to ruffle some fucking feathers, but this needs to be said. In this economy, it is borderline unrealistic to expect your man to be able to pay for all of your bills. But he should be trying his fucking hardest to provide for you financially and otherwise. My boyfriend and I are both in our 20s. We live in Los Angeles, and as much as he tries, there is no possible way for this angel of mine to fully pay for all of our very expensive California ass bills. But he provides for me in a million other ways. He pays for all of our dates. Every single one. He buys me flowers at least once a week. Every morning he is up before me, feeds our cats so that I don't have to get bothered, and has an iced coffee ready for me by the time I wake up. I've never once opened a door for myself in the whole time that we've been together. At this point, I don't even know how to drive a car anymore because he will take me everywhere I need to go. If I'm going out with my friends, he'll be my personal chauffeur because I am terrified of getting into an Uber alone. When we're at the gym, he will run and bring me whatever weights I need so that I don't have to lift a finger outside of my workout. And that extends to every part of my life. If he's around, he will bring me whatever I want or need so that I don't have to move or stop what I'm doing. A man is obsessed with me, lives to make me happy, and financially supports me within his means. There are so many impressionable girls out there watching these videos of women saying that a man is only a man if he pays all of your bills, and that is just not the case. I've known many men who will pay for everything but then turn around and treat their woman like shit in every other way. That is not a man. That is an angry fucking wallet. Having a partner financially support you is a privilege. And I'm honestly thrilled for the girlies that get to experience that, but at the end of the day, that's just not a possible reality for everyone. Point is, financial support is not the only thing that equates to a good partner, and you do not need to break up with your man because someone on the internet told you to.
Hey, quick question. Why is everything so fucking expensive?
The reality is, there are a lot of women who spent their 20s and their 30s, sometimes even their 40s, pouring all of their energy into a career, not really cultivating relationships or families or whatever, and they still lost their job and they are still financially unstable. They're looking back and they're like, okay, not only do I not necessarily have the financial security I thought I was going to have, I also don't have the family. So the economy is really starting to put pressure on women. And over the last few months, I have noticed a trend of women starting to push back against traditional narratives or really feminist narratives about independence, not needing a man, and really the misandry, the black misandry or anti-black misandry that has been cultivated for decades now. You're in the reach back era where you basically have women who are looking to the right and looking to their left, and they are scared and they recognize that they need help.
The cost of living in Ohio is getting more and more expensive each day. There is no reason why I just had to spend $600 on my electricity bill for 1 month. And then our Senator John Husted says that we just need to make more money, and that Ohioans who are financially struggling are just not experienced at navigating the real world, whatever that means. Rent is through the roof. Gas is through the roof. Groceries are high, clothes are high, even ice cream is expensive. It's getting ridiculous. And I know I'm not the only one who deals with this because all of my family, all of my friends are also dealing with this here in Ohio. Are y'all seeing anything that is crazy high right now? I mean, I know we all are dealing with the gas prices, but I don't know, is anybody else's electricity super high? I've never had to pay $600 for 1 month of electricity. The rent prices in Ohio, in Stark County, are rising quicker than wages. How are we raising the rent but not the wages? It doesn't make sense to me. This is affecting real families in our communities. We need to be calling our representatives and telling them to do better. This is ridiculous.
The biggest financial mistake women are making isn't spending too much money. It's spending too much time putting themselves last. I mean, think about it. How many years have you spent making sure everyone else was okay? The kids, the husband, the jobs, the friends, the family. You know how many hats that we have to wear. Meanwhile, your dreams stayed on the back burner and they're wondering, when are you going to pick them back up? And then one day you wake up and you realize you spent decades investing in everyone else's future while neglecting your own. And that's not a money problem. That's a self-worth problem. Because when you believe that you're worthy, you stop feeling guilty for investing in yourself. You start taking the class. You start the business, you learn a new skill, opening the investment account, building the life you always wanted. For the first time in my life, I'm choosing me. I'm learning how to build wealth. I'm learning how to create opportunities, and I'm learning how to stop putting my goals at the bottom of the list. And if you're watching this, maybe it's time for you to do the same.
Why do you think that women make less money than men?
I think because they're very underrated because they can do more, but people expect them to do less.
How are y'all surviving how expensive life is right now? Like, no joke. I feel like I'm always constantly thinking about how I'm drowning in debt. And like, my rent is closer to $3,000 than it is to wait, I can't even say it. It's closer to $3,000 than it is to $2,000. Like, literally, I would have to round up. And y'all, my credit score right now is making me ill. On top of that, my husband is the only one working. He travels for work. Everything just be on him, which is stressful as fuck. What kind of jobs do autism parents have? Like, what kind of jobs work with therapy schedules? Like, where are the remote jobs? Like, I don't know. And then I'm pregnant. I don't know what the hell to do. Like, life just sucks. Like, life sucks.
It's getting really scary out here because with the way the economy is set up, I only literally have $200 to $300 left after paying bills. And it just gets so hard because... I'm sorry, wait, did you just say that you have $200 to $300 left after paying bills? Yeah. Then you're not struggling, you're just living beyond your means. No, it's not that simple. I don't think you understand. No. You've never had to eat broccoli casserole for an entire week. You've clearly never put a bill in a child's name before. I know you haven't. You've also never had to take out any loans to pay your electricity. You're not struggling. You are middle class. But I have 2 kids. You're middle class. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. You're middle class. But we're both in poverty. Middle. We're both struggling. Class.
Once a woman gives up financial independence to a mate, it's over. You don't necessarily have to use your craft, use your career, but you have to be prepared, because if you're not prepared, then you're stuck. And more women have to accept lifestyles that are unpleasant because they are financially stuck. So if you're smart, you teach your daughters, teach your granddaughters. Everybody has to have something that they're good at where they can earn a living.
My last video about the cost of living going up and how just trying to survive is enough to, well, make you starve yourself a little bit. Cause what do? You gotta pay all these bills and pay rent, and rent just keeps going up and you can't even get a mortgage. I just love what our friend says here. This is the area where having a partner would ease the burden. However, I'd rather eat wood than settle. Wait, eat wood? But this got me thinking about all these reels that I've seen of all these men saying, you know, when women get older in their 40s and 50s and they're all by themselves and they have their careers and they're just by themselves and they're lonely, and then they're gonna wish that they would have settled down with a man, and they wish they would have had children with a man. No, no, never in this struggle. Yeah, I see people left and right who are making these high mortgage payments or these high rent prices work because they have a dual income household. And I guess there's people out there who could be like, yeah, I'm looking for a roommate to help me pay rent because the shit is ridiculous. I don't ever see myself doing that. I mean, not ever do I think maybe I should get back on Tinder so I can find my other half, my match, my soulmate. Ugh. And it's not like I'm shitting on love. It's just that I really have a hard time comprehending that being something in my future. Every once in a while, someone will say to me, what is your ideal man? It used to be such a simple question. And now, with the way that the world is, with politics being what they are, it's a mess. And when I think about what my ideal man might look like, I think, pretty sure he doesn't exist. And back to the whole thing where I see these reels of men crying out about how we'll be so sad that we never, settle down with a man. I feel like a lot of women, it's not an option for them. It's not an option for them because they are so interesting. They're so unique. They are so completely out of this world that most men do nothing for them. As someone who grew up in the Mormon church with massive patriarchy, it was just like, oh, you aren't anything. You're not complete. You're not worthy of celestial glory unless you have that male partner. Has to be male if you're a girl. And when you go to family functions and they're like, oh, you're still single? I'm so sorry. What's wrong with you? That's when I'm like, bitch, I'm smart. I know what I want. I know what I don't want. And I'm not willing to settle. And I really like my company. So I'm just living my best life with my best friend, which is me. And if I wind up living in my car, so be it. At least I'll be able to choose which seat I sit in. I'll be able to decide what music I listen to. I can't get over that comment. I'd rather eat wood. You know what? We got this.
If you've been feeling the pressure too, Don't keep it to yourself. Hit the comments and tell me what's changed in your everyday life. And until next time, keep it real because somebody has to. Happy every day.